Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lackawanna City Council caucus for our meeting of August 17, 2026. We start the caucus at about 6:30, and what takes place is a discussion usually of each agenda item, which gives the opportunity for the city council members to discuss amongst ourselves each of the agenda items, ask questions, and obviously elicit some information from our department heads who are present and who we appreciate being here. There's also a segment where the public is invited to make comments, usually restricted to agenda items and usually to about 3 minutes, although it's not, that rule isn't steadfast. And I would just remind everybody that the meeting is being recorded. And following the caucus, we will move directly into the regular meeting, and that's where the voting takes place on each of the agenda items. The first several items are administrative, and we'll dispose of those at the regular meeting. We'll start with communications from the council. Agenda item 8 by 4th Ward Council Member Sirdike, requesting council approval to attend NICOM training on September 14th through the 18th in Saratoga Springs. Any council members have any comments? Very good. Moving on to communications from division heads, department heads. Several from our city attorney, Ariana Kwiatkowski. Item number 9, city attorney requests city council approve a contract between the city of Lackawanna and Lackawanna School District regarding collection of taxes by the city treasurer, and for the mayor to sign said agreement. The city of Lackawanna always collects school taxes on behalf of the school district, and we get paid a certain sum as a result of that. It does need an agreement between two separate entities, so City Attorney Kwiatkowski, do you have anything you want to add on that?
Just briefly, this is just a renewal agreement from the prior agreement, which mostly is unchanged. We did increase the city's starting fee that we charge the district from $36,000 to $40,000. But as you mentioned, there's a provision in New York law that allows us to collect taxes for the school district. So this is just a written agreement of what the law allows us to do.
Thank you, Ariana. Any council members have any comments or questions on agenda item number 9?
No, I'm just glad the amount's going up that we're getting to collect, because it was stuck at a low number for years. We're finally getting more money. It's a lot of work to collect that.
Understood.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Moving on to item number 10, city attorney requests city council approve an ordinance authorize the sale of parcel land 2019 Everett Road to the adjoining landowners of 122 Edison Street. Most of the council members remember this was something the council decided in favor of doing some time ago. However, there are some parcels that are still remaining, and there is a new agreement, new purchasers regarding at least what, two parcels are yet?
Yes, that's correct. So this ordinance authorizes the sale of the parcel adjoining 122 Edison Street. If the council approves the sale of this parcel, there will remain one outstanding parcel. According to the city assessor, Michael Milks, that individual is interested in purchasing the parcel behind their property. So the law department's been in contact with them to come in and just sign the paperwork. But after that, all the parcels will be sold on the tax roll.
Great, thank you. Any council members have any comments on item number 10?
Now, just for clarification, these are landlocked, they're non-buildable, they have no use outside of adding it onto the existing properties for them to enjoy.
Yeah, they're
right?
exactly. They're landlocked, so it's an access issue, and that's why we're offering them to the adjoining property owners.
Thank you.
Yep.
And there's a corresponding ordinance attached there too. Agenda item 11, city attorney requests city council approve an ordinance authorizing sale of 8 city-owned lots to the Lackawanna Housing Development Corporation. It's for the mayor to execute any closing paperwork. This is as a result of the the program run by the state for additional housing. The council had approved our director of development to move forward with this project. Chuck, you want to add anything to this?
Just a little clarification. So the program in question is the Move in New York program. The homes that are built through this program are something called a cross mod. It's a combination between a manufactured housing and mobile home, but it's on foundations. It's got garages. It looks and feels more like a home than a mobile home. It's in one of the affordable housing programs that the state has implemented under the current governor. Lackawanna submitted their application early in the year. We had to go back and do some negotiation on it, but all in, we were able to move forward with 8 lots that'll spread homes between the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ward on infill lots.
Thank you, Chuck. Any council members have any questions on agenda item number 11?
Yeah, if we pass this tonight, is there an estimated time of when people can start either bidding or purchasing or entering their names for the program?
Yep. So the process that you're acting on tonight would put the land in the hands of the LHDC, who's acting as our developer and contractor. So there's a lot of these sites need some clearing work to make them shovel ready. The long and short of it is that work will happen through the rest of the year. The intent is to get the homes from the designated manufacturers onto the sites in early 2027, and more information would then follow in terms of the process and how people can make their interest known. I will point out just one last thing. We were originally trying to replicate, in the audience is Al Andrzejewski, who's the executive director of the Lackawanna Housing Development Corporation, and he's our partner in this. We were originally trying to replicate things like marketing and lottery systems and things of that nature. And through Dan Horalczyk, who's a well-known businessman and a member of Lackawanna City boards and other related entities for a number of years, he sits on the board of an organization called NeighborWorks Community Services. And they are a one-stop shop of everything from lending to counseling, education, all the components that are necessary to meet affordable housing requirements. They're actually working with the city of Niagara Falls on their Move in New York grant. So through Dan, we were able to bring a one-stop shop to this process and not replicate. So that was a very long-winded answer of saying next year will be the time that the community will know more about the marketing efforts for this. But the effort you're doing this evening allows the LHDC and their contractors to start the clock on the land clearing.
Perfect. Can we set parameters? I don't want to disenfranchise any family from acquiring homes, but as a City of Lackawanna representatives, can we set any parameters that would ensure any bidders or anyone interested to sign up for this opportunity to be a current Lackawanna resident rather than?
We according to the state grant rules, we cannot. Okay, but what we can do is to make sure that we provide as many community outreach information sessions, other access points as possible to make it more accessible, if you will, on those who don't know who NeighborWorks community partners are, things of that nature. So those are all things that they are willing to work with us on. Plus, Al and his crew are very familiar with those types of outreach programs. So while the state will not allow us to put that condition in, there's nothing prohibiting us from doing a marketing job to the city of Lackawanna to make them aware of the opportunity and the criteria to apply.
Awesome. So I look forward to working with you, Al, in regards to promoting this to our residents. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. There is corresponding words attached to this. We have item number 12, the City Attorney Press City Council approved resolution authorizing an agreement between the city and Erie County Water Authority and for the American Consent. Apparently this arose through the efforts of our city attorney, Ariana Kwiatkowski, and her communications with the county and with the water authority. Apparently, even though the Erie County Water Authority has been servicing the city of Lackawanna for 70 years, there's been no formal written agreement apparently. And a lot of the infrastructure, if not all the infrastructure, is, I believe, owned by the water authorities. Is that correct, Ariana?
Yes, yep, that's correct. So just for the public's edification, this is a direct service agreement. It's the water authority's standard direct service agreement that they provide to municipalities, that they provide services for. Earlier, or a few months ago, the general counsel for the water authority contacted me. He was looking for a copy of an agreement between the city and the water authority. I asked the city clerk to look through our records, and our cumulative conclusion was that the relationship between the city and the water authority had never been memorialized in writing. So this is just taking the step to ensure that the responsibilities, duties, the services that the city receives are all accurately reflected in writing. So the agreement's really twofold. The first is essentially a request allowing the mayor to sign the agreement and officially transferring the property to the water authority, although, as you pointed out, Council President, the water authority already owns and maintains all of the infrastructure of the city's water system. This is really just a formality. And then one change that the water authority has recently implemented via tariff, which is authorized under the public authorities law, is to require the municipalities to which they provide water service to collect delinquent accounts that are more than 90 days past due. So that's also included in here, and essentially that would just go on the city's tax bills. We are not a guarantor in any way for those amounts. We don't guarantee payment or anything like that. It's literally just including that on the city's tax bill.
So are we buying the debts?
No.
Are we benefiting anything from the water authority as far as similar to like the school agreement that we have to collect their taxes? Is there anything that the water authority compensates the city for?
No, it's just the service of our direct water services, and under the water authority's tariff and their ability to enact a tariff, which basically is their governing document because they're a public benefits corporation. Under the public authorities law, this is, within their realm or within the authority that they have. They can develop rules and procedures to collect on their accounts.
Do they do this across other municipalities?
Yes, this is a request that they've made from all of the municipalities that they provide water services to as a result of the newer tariff that was enacted earlier this year.
And technically, we've been doing this, but with no formalities.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else have any questions on that item?
So it's just like we're fixing another screw up from the past and overlook.
I can't comment on that. I think it was a result of the water authority. The water authority enacted a new tariff and basically is asking all the municipalities.
Also, there are other municipalities that are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Item number 12, our resolution is also attached there too. Moving on, item number 13, City Controller requests City Council approve an ordinance establishing 2 new revenue codes. We have our Assistant Controller present, Peggy D. Sobel. Peggy, are you familiar with this particular item? And can you
Yes.
shed some light on it for the public?
Yes. So these are the revenue codes associated with the bond sales from the new City Hall project. We had bans out there while the project was under development and building, and now that the project is almost complete, we've rolled it into a bond sale. So these are the two, the premium and the sale of the serial bond codes that are needed this year.
Thank you. Any council members have any comments on item number 13? Moving on to item number 4, there's also a corresponding ordinance to item 13. Item 14, City Controller requests City Council approve an ordinance establishing a new revenue code for funds received from the New York State Department of Transportation. Peggy again.
So this was as a result of the grant that was approved on May 4th by the council for the 2 dump trucks and the dump body. So we have just received the check for reimbursement, and it's the revenue code that we need to deposit that into the general ledger.
Thank you. Any council members have any comments on item number 14? Corresponding ordinance there too. Item number 15, City Controller requests City Council approve ordinance transferring funds from general fund to special revenue fund. regarding refuse and garbage. And Peggy, would you shed some light on that?
Yes. This one is from, we have two funds, the A fund, which houses our streets and the garage. The CL fund is for our sanitation workers. If for any reason a sanitation worker is out during the year, whether it's vacation, injured on duty, whatever the case may be, and we have to pull workers from the A fund to work there, the budget now needs to be adjusted at the end of the year for the work that was done in the CL fund with the A fund workers. So that's all this is adjusting the budget.
Thank you. Any council members have any comments or questions on item number 15? Corresponding ordinance there too. Item number 16, again, City Controller requests City Council approve the ordinance to transfer funds within the City Council budget regarding the remaining council members' salaries up to par with the latest increases that had been increased at a prior occasion. It also indicates there compensation for the council president for additional duties. There are no new additional duties. The city council president has by charter certain duties, and as a result receives slightly higher compensation for that, for those duties. And the city, it's a citywide position versus a countywide position. Just for clarification on that. Peggy, do you have any clarification you want to add on that?
No, much like you said, it's just to bring all of the positions, all of the four councilmen and yourself in line together, so everyone's at the same rate.
Thank you. Ariane, is there anything you want to add?
No.
Okay, there's a corresponding ordinance there too. Any council members have any questions or comments on item number 16?
I do. Does this go, does this align with the proposed budget or actually approved budget? Or is this something different? Because I was honestly not, I was still confused as to the equalization of salaries, and I question conflict of interest of us serving on the council and also voting on this issue. I'm not very comfortable with this topic, to be honest with you. So any further clarification would be greatly appreciated from anyone.
I mean, I would leave it to Peggy to talk about the numbers, but I believe under our city charter, the council is the body that is charged with voting on the council's salary via the budget or otherwise.
As we sit in our seats or for potential council members, like does our vote today or within the charter, does it state that we can, I don't want to use the word manipulate, but that's the only word that's coming to mind right now. Can we manipulate those numbers as we sit in these seats, or are those to be projected to the next council panel?
Yeah, I believe it just says generally that the council votes on the council's salary. I don't think it mentions such specific information.
The council votes on the budget anyways, which includes the council salaries, correct?
Right.
Yeah. And the vote today would be strictly for the transfer of funds. It's not approving or disapproving the making the salaries in parity. Is that correct?
I don't know if I understand the question.
What the council will be voting on today is simply transferring funds.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, it's not.
Yep.
It's not increasing or
anybody's
decreasing
salary.
the budget.
Yeah, the budget is set.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions or issues on that item?
It does say amendment.
Ariana, anything further on that?
No, I'd have to defer to the comptroller's office. I didn't draft the ordinance.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can we possibly table this until we're fully clear? I would hate to make any assumptions just based on what we have without knowing if there is in fact an adjustment in the budget, if we would be going against our own charter, if we are in line with the charter. Would 2 weeks hurt for us to table this?
It's something we can certainly consider. We got business registrations. Gaza Cafe and Restaurant at 1769 Abbott Road. Omar El Wabri, serving Middle Eastern foods. Anyone have any comments on that request? Lochina de Tete, 3047 South Park Avenue. Gerardo Guzman, opening a restaurant and catering. And for those who aren't familiar, Mr. Guzman is present. Will have an opportunity to speak to us if he cares to. And just a congratulations to the City Council on your winning the Taste of Buffalo. Well done. Any council members have any comments? No, we just have items regarding table items. Last meeting, David and Sharon Beers, owner of Sunny Reds, we tabled this to get some clarification regarding the actual hours. There was a concern by the council as to every day having possible music outdoors and its impact on the surrounding neighborhoods. And of course, there was some additional information we were requesting from William Taggart on that request for street closing. And though I believe we received some, I believe we received all that additional information. Anyone on the council have any comments on A or B before we go into the regular meeting?
Yeah, do we have to remove them from the table first before we discuss them, or can we discuss them
We
during
would
the
remove them
caucus
from the table.
first? And
Well,
then
we can discuss them now,
Okay,
but if we want to entertain to vote on them, we would have to remove them from the table.
correct. So I have questions, I guess, for both. I wasn't involved in any of the discussions moving forward as far as the request from Sunny Reds, but I didn't see any new proposals as far as the dates and the times, and they seem to reflect the same as the initial proposal from our July meeting. The dates still are concerning, full 7 days, mechanical use until 11 p.m. The time requested is just so much for a resident to handle. Of course, it's great for business, but is it great for the neighbors? We only have 2 months of solid summer where we can enjoy our backyards, and if that's going to be taken over with noise pollution, I find it very hard for me to be in favor of this. And then it's still ambiguous when it says there may be a few live events, which will end at 10 p.m. That's very vague. A few, we would be authorizing them the full use of their property to entertain with live events. We won't be there to monitor what a few means, but we are giving them carte blanche to do whatever they want as far as live bands go, any day of the week till the end of October till 10 p.m. Unless I'm missing something that was further proposed that limits or describes anything other than what was given to us at our July meeting, this is still the same thing that I've seen in the past.
Yeah, there's 2 things. I did receive communication and I was contacted on behalf of David and Sharon Beers that they were willing to work with the City Council to accommodate our concerns. Sharon is here, I'm sure, to speak to that. Secondly, although it seems open-ended, I think the purpose of having it open-ended for times and days is because events get scheduled not well in advance, sometimes on the spur of the moment. But I'm sure they've expressed a desire to work with the council to accommodate the concerns, and I'm sure we'll hear from her. And so I would ask that you reserve your decision until
Absolutely.
we have an opportunity to talk to Sharon. And anything else on the other item?
The other item is, I still have the same concerns that I had last time. I do see that although he's not present tonight, that there was a petition that was attached for our decision-making tonight. As we have requested in the past, at the past meeting, but even with this particular petition, it just says Stony Fest resident petition. There's no description as to what's actually going to be happening in order for the residents who signed it to actually know what they're agreeing to. There's nothing outlining the event. There's, I believe, I counted 9 signatures. I don't feel that the city should be liable if anything were to happen at this event. And we've seen, unfortunately, bad actors that, not necessarily Mr. Taggart, but bad actors who come into the city in other cities and don't respect the cities that they go to. And I would hate for there to be something where the city would be liable in the event that we approve this tonight. I understand that everybody is free to do whatever they want on their own private property, but we would be giving them the ability to operate on city property, making us liable. I didn't see an insurance umbrella coverage for this event as we had asked, unless it was nothing. So that's another thing that I would, that would further strengthen my position. But unfortunately, he's not here to answer certain questions, so I'm still up in the same position that I was in the July meeting, as far as not feeling comfortable with approving.
And I think there was additional information that was requested from Grace, the city clerk, that was not received. Grace?
Oh, the application?
Yeah, well, yeah, he needed to get an entertainment license, and each vendor had to be licensed.
Okay.
And I don't have that.
All right, so that's, I guess, further, something more for us to consider when voting on this agenda item. Thank you.
Anyone else? If not, then I will call the meeting to order. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As the city clerk call the roll.
Maflahe?
Present.
Anderson? Deegan?
Here.
Sirdike?
Present.
Morano?
Here.
Law Department?
Here.
Development and Marketing? Development and Marketing?
Here.
Public Works?
Here.
Public Safety?
Here.
The Comptroller has been excused, Assistant Comptroller,
Here.
and Recreation.
Here.
Okay, we have hearings from citizens. Again, we usually restrict these to the agenda items and to 3 minutes. And our first speaker is John Ingram.
Good evening, John Ingram, 25 Church Street. Just a couple of things. You know, this Friday and Saturday is Community Fund Day. I'm going to just take about 30 seconds. This is 11 years of Community Fund Day. Community Fund Day is different from any other events that we do around here during the summer. It's not about just having food and stuff. We bring 35 to 45 health vendors, people looking for jobs and stuff, talking about their home and stuff. We're working with LCDC that's going to do a presentation along with a couple of local banks that can help out home ownership and whatever they need to do. We have health people there to make sure if they need their shots, how they can get their shots, whatever. If they need information, we have a little bit. We're very fortunate. Judge, you know, we've been doing it for almost 11 years, whatever. And we started off at the Chamber of Commerce with Michael Sabazic, myself, Senator Tim Kennedy at the time, and Keon Jackson. It worked very well. We hope to continue. I'm looking forward to see some of y'all there, and thank y'all for the support with it. 2 other things I wasn't really going to talk about, but I'm going to say something about. When we talk about Sonny Reds, Dave Beers, and his wife and stuff like that, and they want to have entertainment at 10 o'clock, we tell these businesses, I remember when Lackawanna used to have businesses, and they had music all the time. From Square Compass to show. We don't have that. We would have nowhere to go for people who want to go and see live entertainment. We want live entertainment, because those of us that do go. And to close at 10 o'clock, that's reasonable time. That's not action, that's not hurting nobody. I have never seen where a establishment closes, the music stops at 10 o'clock, that it caused problems. You know, we ask these businesses to come and spend a lot of money to fix up their places, to do what we want to do. so we can track our risk, so our folks can have somewhere to go. Because sometimes we don't want to go to Buffalo, we want to be able to go to our local spot, whatever, and see the entertainment, see a little jazz, see a little country. We need that, you know what I'm saying? Other thing, we talk about Stony. That's a little personal to me, but Stony people, we've been doing stuff in Stony for a lot of people that have been around here. And they want to do something, they're trying to do something, he's trying to do something for that community. That community wants it. So I'm going to get with him, make sure he brings the proper equipment, proper stuff that he needs. It's too late. It's never too late. It's never too late to do something for the residents here. Stony people, first ward, we don't have a lot of activities. So when we try to think of stuff to do something, I know that sometimes we can be a little taxing for it a little bit. A lot of people are scared to come to the council and speak with us. I'm not scared of nothing. But a lot of people, they don't know how to do it. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna get with him, talk to him, whatever, and say, listen, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. But before y'all make a decision, just to say no, just give me a chance, okay?
Do you know when this is supposed to happen?
I don't know exactly, I'll find out.
It's supposed to be this Saturday.
It's the same day as Sunday, so I would tell him that he may not can have it this Saturday, he may have to postpone it until he
If he can get his paperwork in order, it'd be easier for us to consider it. So we know what the parameters are. We're not against it, obviously.
And and all I'm saying, we have a new restaurant that's open across the street right now. You know, that's open now. I mean, we act, and I'm strictly for business because we tell these businesses, whether it's a bar, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's whatever, they spend a lot of money to put back in Lackawanna. We have nothing going. So we should be working with them, helping them. If we missing something, help them. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you, John, and good luck with your Mondays. And it's always well done, and it's certainly community-minded.
And we honoring two people, several people, and two of them, one is in this room. You know, our recreation director. We honoring her, and Officer Keith, Officer Keith. But we're recognizing several people, but those two we recognize. The recreation lady does a tremendous job. It's a hard job, you know, but she does it well. Keith does wonderful with the kids and stuff, whatever. We should say, and I just want to say thank you.
Thanks. Chef Guzman?
Chef G. That's my last name. Everybody knows me by Chef G. Nice to meet you guys. I know you guys heard a lot of me. Appreciate it. Congratulations about the Taste of Buffalo. I see the trophy every day, and I still can't believe it. You know, it's 43 restaurants. I don't know how many food trucks was there, and to go and rock it the first year it's pretty amazing. I can't do it without God first. My wife, which is my right hand, my mom is my number one fan. I just got a lot of fans, but she's the number one. The kids that they help us, you know, smashing plantains for us, $1,000. That's pretty tough, but they did it. You know, it's a big accomplishment. So I started with this business. My family is a well-known family here in Lackawanna. They used to live here on Elkhurst Street. There's where my mom grew up. My aunt Gladys passed away in 2019, cancer. They all well-known here. Why I'm bringing, and I chose Lackawanna. That's the big question that everybody does. Because a lot of restaurants are fairly, it's a tough industry. There's not a lot of support. When you're trying to do something at the beginning, it's tough. Been doing this since 2023 from my mom's house. Then when I moved with her, they've been trying to open doors, and I've been getting hit. It's not easy. I just keep pushing. When we sit and talk that we got the opportunity to be in Buffalo, I was like, I think we should move location. We outgrow the bazaar, for sure. And I was like, it's a lot of the same thing over there. Where are we gonna go? So I do have a lot of customers that Hamburg, Orchard Park, here in Lackawanna, with Seneca, Dunkirk, and I'm just like, I need to be in the middle that I can grab everybody and make everybody happy. And I was like, that 20-minute drive in the winter is crazy. we started looking at Lackawanna and where we want to be at, we've been chasing them. Because I think it's the perfect location for now for us. I'm always looking to be bigger. So we chose Lackawanna. It's closer to home. We live here. I wanted to uplift the restaurant industry in Lackawanna. There's only one restaurant in Lackawanna that everybody knows. Which one is it? Mulberry. This is it. There's no other restaurant that people gotta go and say, I heard about this place. So I want to bring people to Lackawanna so they can start knowing what is in Lackawanna. There's a basilica they can use and see what is inside, what the city got to offer besides mulberry. Now I love it. I go every day over there. But I want to bring something different so they can have a different culture here. If you look at what is the culture in Lackawanna is completely mixed. So why not have something different to offer them? Not only my restaurant, I'll bring authentic Puerto Rican food, but my goal is, spoke with Ms. Murrah about it. I'm trying to do what my colleague Chef Derry does a market, Taste of Buffalo, they got Taste of Lackawanna. I want to bring my own market. I do know a lot of small vendors, they try to bring their business up. If we do that, like, I'm not gonna do it by myself. I need all of you guys, because you guys work for that, work hard for that. So it will be a group that we can sit, we can bring a market that they can be like, he got a lot of followers, they know him. We're gonna bring that. What it does, that brings the community together. That brings the community together. They had to do all the paperwork, so you guys, the city made some money. The community is happy, the vendors are happy, everybody will be happy. I don't want to be rich with that. I just want to support these small businesses. I start from home. It's not easy. And what he did is, what he said about helping the businesses is a great idea. I do love the way that you guys do it. You guys put it tough for me. It hasn't been easy. I've been stressing. I'm not going to lie on that. But I think it's to protect the businesses to not fail. Restaurant businesses is the #1 higher percent unfailing. It's a tough industry. If you do it right, you will be successful. I did my application for being in CHOP, for Food Network, and be Bobby Flay. I never stop. That's my dream to make it over there. And Buffalo got a lot of great chefs, so why not come here and make this my city, because I live here, unless that you guys kick me out and I move somewhere else. So he can be recognized. Buffalo got Chef Darren and all the chefs. Why not Lackawanna can have Chef G represent, national TV or somewhere else? I'm going back to the Taste of Buffalo. They ain't gonna say Lackawanna and people in Buffalo. They're gonna say Lackawanna. So that's something that I'm bringing to the city of Lackawanna. Besides great food, amazing service, which is her and desserts. But it's a family-owned business. And this is all what we're trying to do. And eventually we're gonna grow. And, I just want to work with the law enforcement. I do work with them in the schools. My kid goes here. They will, all law enforcement, paramedics, all that, they will get 10% off, half price. I'm showing appreciation of what they do. So that's all what I'm bringing to the table. Appreciate that you guys are having me here. And my little tiny restaurant is big. I just want to bring it to Lackawanna to make something different. Right? Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you, Chef G. Sharon?
Good evening. So I'm here today to address, concerns and questions with some units. So I didn't know if you want to state them again, or if you want me to just kind of speak to what I had heard earlier in the caucus.
Well, Sharon, I think the general feeling had been, based on past experiences, live music and the volume of the music. We're trying to strike a balance. We with businesses and the surrounding residents, you can make arguments both sides. Everybody has to be a good neighbor, and that's all we're asking. When the application showed like 7 days a week, outdoor music till 10 o'clock, it raised a lot of red flags. Is there anything you can tell us that might lessen the impact, so to speak, of that kind of intensity?
Certainly. So 7 days a week is only one additional day from what we had previously had approved from last year. So we were 6 days a week. We've added on a Monday night. We have a cornhole league that does participate in the activities at the restaurant on that night. So that was the additional day that we did add. We are limited primarily to our jukebox. You know, that's the mechanical music, which is, you know, approved from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. within the decibels allowed. We made the personal choice to turn that off at 10. We want to be a good neighbor. So that's one of the things that we've done to address that issue is like, okay, we'll shut that music down at 10 p.m. So all that is turned off. Now, individuals may still be, you know, using our bar facilities, but again, we do close the bar at 11, so there's not a bartender outside. They need to go inside to get drinks or to listen to music or to do anything, you know, eat food. We don't prohibit individuals from sitting outside, so there may be talking and, you know, laughing and regular entertainment noise that would occur outside on a patio on any given summer night. So that does happen. You know, we have also, you know, continuing on from the improvements that we made last year, we put a full stockade fence in. We've put a full roof on our patio area where the bar is located, so that should limit noise from, you know, emanating out. Our speakers are under there facing towards the front of the road where Abbott Road is, you know, which is noisy to begin with. You know, our pergola is still there, it's still totally enclosed, so that would create a buffer to that backyard and that neighborhood. So those are the things that, you know, we continue to make these improvements because, you know, we value our space, we value our neighbors. We want to be a good business. My family's been involved for the past 2 years. I don't know what was occurring, you know, prior to that. This bar has been in existence for, I can remember, at least 30 years. You know, it's probably been a little bit longer than that. So, you know, the residents have been having to deal with a bar restaurant environment for that many years. So this is not something new. What is new is that we are continually trying to make improvements to have this taken care of. As a business owner, you know, having to defend our just regular business activity every year just to get an entertainment license to listen to music, you know, it's a little disheartening, you know, because we want to be, you know, we're part of the city, we're part of the community, and we want to give back to the community all the time. But, it's a little disheartening that you always have to come and get this entertainment license and have to defend just operating my business in a regular manner. But I just wanted to make that clear. Is there any other questions?
I do have questions.
Sure.
And just like you want to operate a legitimate business with profit and, you know, inducing
Correct.
and make a living out of it, I totally understand that. But we also have a role to play in representing our residents. And our residents also have a quality of life issue that they have raised to us. Ironically, the last meeting that we had, which I believe was like the 22nd of July, or I want to be wrong, I'm sorry, the 20th of July, we discussed this particular request, and a resident that shares a backyard or, you know, sent us all an email that said, they told us they honestly thought that the entertainment license was already approved because they've heard music throughout the summer. And that's disheartening to us because here we are believing in your good faith, presenting a request of mechanical music. However, it's already been happening already. So then we have questions. We have doubts, honestly, where I'm thinking, okay, well, we were not told the truth when the proposal was brought to us because there was already music. And she sent us a audio of, it was like 11 p.m. at night, and she sent us an audio. So those are the things that we have to battle with and see, how can we make this right? How can we make the residents whole? How can we make Sunny Reds whole? I can speak for myself. I've had Sunny Reds for dinner many times, and it's a great establishment. But I also have to represent the resident who has 2 months of enjoyment of their yards, who pay their taxes, who chose to live in Lackawanna and stay in Lackawanna. So they have to fight with the elements of noise. Some are elderly. They have autistic children that live within the area that have audio sensory issues. Those are all these things that we hear about all the time. So when we approved a license last year, we believe that in good faith it will be abided by, but then we hear the negatives as well, and some of the neighbors are just, they've given up on complaining directly. And I don't know if you personally, but I believe Sunny Rose has an establishment, met with a few of the residents with Councilman Sirdike, I believe last year.
One resident.
One resident, okay. So I know you guys are making efforts into making making yourself a better business and neighborly to the residents. So that's where we don't just say, let's give Sunny Res a hard time, guys, today at the meeting. It's genuine concerns. So whenever I do see a request for 7 days a week till 10 o'clock at night, people that are working can't deal with that. Don't you think that that's a bit much to deal with? And I know it's not every single day of the week, even if it's 4 days a week, don't you think that's a bit much to share a yard, a backyard space being right behind, having to hear music when you're trying to read a book or just trying to relax on your porch?
I would agree, but again, those individuals chose to live in a city with a backyard bumping up to a business corridor. My business isn't the only one on Abbott Road that bumps up to the back of that neighborhood. There's a convenience store, there's Primetime Pizza, across the street is Abbott Lanes, and the banquet hall. So those individuals, when they purchased their home, must have realized that there's going to be some sort of noise. Not to mention the fact that we are less than 2 blocks from the New York State Thruway. There is a playground. And Abbott Road itself is probably one of the biggest thoroughfares in Lackawanna. So there is never going to be a completely quiet moment in those folks' backyard. And I understand that, and I feel for them. However, again, our businesses, they chose to purchase a house on a business corridor. So they have to understand there's going to be some sort of noise.
Absolutely. We're not expecting to be there just dead silence or simple white noise. We understand. And I think we both agree that having a live band is totally different than hearing, we don't hear bowling from outside of the actual establishment. But just so I can continue without dragging it on too much, those businesses are totally different than having outdoor entertainment. That's all I have to say.
And just to address the live entertainment, we almost eliminated it due to the fact, that was a personal decision that we had made because of,
I meant
neighborhood.
Outdoor entertainment.
So the outdoor entertainment would be, again, limited to music on a jukebox.
Chair, and thank you. And if it were to pass and you were to get your entertainment license, there's an ongoing review and jurisdiction that the council has.
Correct.
To revoke the license if it's abused, right? And I
Correct,
think
yes.
you're already aware of that, but, yeah, thank you.
Yes.
We'll take a vote.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the agenda.
Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of July 20th, 2026.
Random moves to adopt the minutes regular meeting July 20th, 2026 is written.
Muflahi seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Maflahe, to adopt minutes of the regular meeting of July 20th, 2026 is written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Egan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. Departmental reports 1 through 7.
Random moves to receive and file department reports 1 through 7 inclusive. Anderson seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to receive and file departmental reports 1 through 7. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Egan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. Councilmember Sirdike requests the City Council approve his attending the NICOM training September 14th through September 18th, 2026 in Saratoga Springs.
Random moves to approve request.
Muflahi seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Maflahe, to approve request. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Egan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City Attorney requests the City Council approve the contract between the City of Lackawanna and the Lackawanna School District regarding the collection of taxes by the City Treasurer and for Mayor to sign same.
Random moves to approve contract and authorize the mayor to sign same.
Sirdike, second.
Motion by Morano, second by Sirdike, to approve contract and have Mayor sign same. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson? Egan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City Attorney requests the City Council approve the ordinance authorizing the sale of a parcel of land at 2019 Abbott Road to the adjoining landowners of 122 Edison Street.
Morano moves to receive and file act on ordinance.
Second, Sirdike.
Motion by Morano, second by Sirdike, to receive and file act on ordinance. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano? Carried 5-0. An ordinance authorizing the sale of the vacant property at 2019 Abbott Road to Greg Belagamba and Chad Garner. Transfer is made in the sum of $502.50 to the city of Lackawanna.
Morano moves to adopt the ordinance as written.
Second, Sirdike.
Motion by Morano, second by Sirdike, to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City attorney requests the city council approve the ordinance authorizing the sale of 8 city-owned lots to the Lackawanna Housing Development Corporation and for the mayor to execute any closing paperwork.
Morano moves to receive and file act on ordinance.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to receive and file act on ordinance, have mayor execute closing paperwork. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. An ordinance authorizing the sale of 8 lots to the Lackawanna Housing Development Corporation as part of the Move in New York program. These lots are located at 330 to 336 Ridgewood Circle. There's 3 lots. 34 Front Street, 76 Lincoln Avenue, 23 Green Street, 145 Warsaw Street, and 149 Center.
Morano moves to adopt the ordinance as written.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City attorney requests the city council approve the resolution authorizing the agreement between the city and the Erie County Water Authority and the mayor to execute same.
Morano moves to receive and file act on resolution.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to receive and file act on resolution. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Abstain.
Uh,
Abstain.
I heard, yeah. Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
And carried 4-0.
One abstention.
One abstention. A resolution providing the authority standard terms of service and includes information regarding the city's collection of delinquent accounts.
Morano moves to adopt the resolution as written.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to adopt resolution as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Abstain.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 4-0, one abstention. City Comptroller requests the City Council approve the ordinance establishing 2 new revenue codes.
Morano moves to receive and file act on ordinance. Deegan seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Deegan, to receive and file act on ordinance. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson? Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. An ordinance establishing revenue code H 2710, premium on obligations, and H 5710, serial bonds for the recording of debt issuance.
Morano moves to adopt the ordinance as written. Deegan seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Deegan, to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City Comptroller requests the City Council approve the ordinance establishing a new revenue code for funds received from the New York State Department of Transportation.
Morano moves to receive and file act on ordinance.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to receive and file act on ordinance. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. An ordinance establishing revenue code A3098, New York State Winter Recovery Program for state funding.
To adopt the ordinance as written.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson, to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Deegan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City Comptroller requests the City Council approve the ordinance transferring funds from the general fund to the special revenue fund.
Morano moves to receive and file act on ordinance. Deegan seconds.
An ordinance amending the 2025-2026 budget ordinances transferring appropriations for sanitation payroll from the general fund to the special revenue fund, refuse and garbage. Interfund transfers totaled $151,130.46.
Take a vote on the receive and file act.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I didn't, I'm sorry. Back to number 15. Request the city council approve the ordinance transferring funds from the general fund to the special revenue fund. Motion was by Morano, second by Megan to receive and file. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. An ordinance amending the 2025-2026 budget ordinances, transferring appropriations for sanitation payroll from the general fund to the special revenue fund, refuse and garbage. Interfund transfers total $151,130.46.
Morano moves to adopt ordinance as written.
Megan second.
Motion by Morano, second by Megan to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. City Comptroller requests the City Council approve the ordinance to transfer funds within the City Council budget.
Maflahe moves to table item.
Is there a second? I'll second.
Motion by Maflahe, second by Morano to table item 16. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
No.
Megan?
No.
Sirdike?
No.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 3-2.
No.
It's defeated,
It's
defeated.
defeated.
Failed, I'm sorry. Sorry. That's stuff to read the ordinance one?
The motion to table was defeated. Is there a new motion?
I make a motion to receive and file act on ordinance.
Is there a second?
Megan.
Motion by Anderson, second by Megan to receive and file act on ordinance. Maflahe?
No.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
No.
Carried 3-2. An ordinance amending the 2026-2027 budget ordinances to transfer funds from various budget lines to equalize the salaries of 4 council members and the additional duties assigned to the council president.
Anderson makes a motion to adopt ordinance as written.
Megan seconds.
Motion by Anderson, second by Megan to adopt ordinance as written. Maflahe?
No.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
No.
Carried 3-2. Business registration. Maja Cafe and Restaurant, 1769 Abbott Road, Omar El Wabri, serving Middle Eastern foods.
Morano moves to approve business registration.
Megan seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Megan to approve business registration. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
5-0. Carried 5-0. Locachino, 3047 South Park Avenue, Gerardo Guzman, Restaurant and Catering.
Morano moves to approve business registration.
Anderson second.
Motion by Morano, second by Anderson to approve business registration. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. Remove from the table, request to remove items A and B from the table. These items were tabled at the July 20th, 26th meeting.
Morano moves to remove items A and B from the table.
Second. Third.
Motion by Morano, second by Sirdike to remove items A and B from the table. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0. David Beers, owner Sunny Reds, requests the city council approve outdoor entertainment June through October, Monday through Sunday for use of mechanical music until 11 p.m. There may be a few live events which will end at 10 p.m.
Morano moves to approve request.
Second. Third.
Motion by Morano, second by Sirdike to approve request. Maflahe?
No.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 4-1. William Taggart, resident, requests the city council approve the closure of Stony Street Saturday, August 22nd, 2026. The time of the event has not been provided.
Morano moves to deny the request.
Maflahe seconds.
Motion by Morano, second by Maflahe to deny request. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano.
Yes.
Carried 5-0.
The council member that had any old business or any table items to discuss at this point? If not, Miranda moves to adjourn.
Motion by Morano, second by Maflahe, to adjourn meeting. Maflahe?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Egan?
Yes.
Sirdike?
Yes.
Morano?
Yes.
Carried 5-0.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.